Tonight's webinar is going to be just a Q&A, so you can ask any questions you have in general. I'd like to welcome everyone. Just let us know in the chat box whether you can hear me and see the screen. Cool. Now this webinar, like I say, it's a questions and answers tonight, or this morning for me. So if you have any questions and answers, just type them in the chat box. And the other thing we usually cover on a Friday too is just the basic steps if you're new to marketing survival skills. Is there anyone here who's not in the Skype chat rooms? Just let us know if you're not using Skype. Because when there's not a webinar, you can generally get an answer at any time through Skype. Yeah, there's people, like I say, I'm from Australia. There's people all over the world who can usually answer you. So everyone's in there. The second thing, which I covered last Friday, and I did write some names down, and I was having some troubles adding people. So there's a couple of people who may have missed out being added to the Facebook Support for Marketing Survival Skills group. Is there anyone in here who's not in that group? I'll just bring that group up. So you know what it looks like. Okay, this is the group. You need to have either myself or Kathleen add you, or anyone you know who's in the group. And you need to be a friend of that person to be added to. So, like I say, last week there was a few problems adding people. I know Kathleen got to a couple of people I couldn't add, but I believe I missed one or two people. Okay, so everyone's in the group. That's good. Anyway, this is my Facebook. If you want to add me, it's facebook.com/Dave Dettmann. Okay, is there anyone here who doesn't have the toolbar? I'll give you the link anyway. Okay, you should see the link come up in the chat. So if you're not using the toolbar already, this is the toolbar here, and this is all the marketing survival skills links. I'm hoping to update a few of the archives on here. But if you want to get to the archives, just go to the webinar archives list if you can't find one you're looking for. And this has got your log into both sites, the training site and the site for all the other stuff, your admin site. What else shall we cover? Pretty much, you guys just let us know if you've got a question. Don't be shy. Just type in the chat box. I'm also happy to bring you out on the mic if you want to just type mic. If you've got a long-winded question or whatever. There's only a small group today, so don't be shy. I mean, I know pretty much where people are up to in here in the chat, so we won't go too much further into the setting up unless anyone has any questions about setting up with marketing survival skills, whether it's with the Social Master series, setting up your autoresponder, if you've got any questions about the back office or the phase 1 training. I can sort of go through and cover any of that. But I'm not going to cover it unless people need help with it. Okay. What I will cover, however, so I'll go back into something which I was doing a video on last night. Actually whacked out about 6 videos, so if my voice is going a bit, I apologise. I actually had to redo half of them because I forgot to put the cam in. So I spent most of the night talking. But one of the topics I covered, I think it was on Tuesday's webinar, was about pictures. And I did a video on pictures as well. Now I'm just going to type in marketing survival skills into the toolbar, and I'm going to show you some results. Now if you switch this over to images, some people, depending on where you are around the world, some people get Google and some people get Bing. So if I search for marketing survival skills, you'll see what comes up. Now these results come up on a bunch of sites like Google Images, Bing Images, there's a whole heap of them. Now the reason I'm going to show you this is if we look at Kevin here, I know Kevin personally. Kevin's a leader in a couple of different businesses. But as you can see, Kevin is in marketing survival skills, and if you look at what Kevin has done here, he's got his name, Kevin Susup, and then he's got let's talk about marketing survival. You notice how this has come up under marketing survival skills. If you go to this is Mike Hobbs. Once again, Mike's got Mike Hobbs family, JPEG it would be. And it's got marketing survival skills, did you? Now I don't know what the rest is, but if we click on the image, we'll show the image. It's transferring data from Mike's blog, I believe. Just looking at the screen. I'm assuming it's going to bring up, here we go. Here comes Mike's blog. Okay, so now Mike has on his blog a photo slideshow, goes through it. white reloaded, but anyway. This is another way to sort of get ranked for a primary company. Alright. All these pictures, wherever these pictures are, they will link through. Now here's Adam, for instance. Now I can't really see how Adam's linked this through, but knowing Adam, he would have. I had one of them come in the office, the oldest rooster I've got, funny enough, talking about the chickens, and he didn't get too far with me today. I was pretty cranky. He's yelling in my ear. Never leave the door open for 5 seconds in the morning around here. Thanks for that, Steve. Now, pretty much all these people, are associated with marketing survival skills. Here you can see me. This has come simply from one of my videos. But my video keywords have marketing survival skills in them. Now, this site I did go to last night while I was doing a video. But if I go to it, it actually launches to a page, index page of my video with other videos. Like I say, I've never been to this page, but here you go here. Social network toolbar and why you should use it. Social network toolbar and Facebook update. Alright, this is a site I've never been on. Its Alexa ranking is 87,000, which is not too bad for a site like this. I mean, it's not up in the millions or anything. But that was originally keyworded, across. So the whole thing I'm trying to get across here is when you do a picture and you save it, consider what you want to save it under. Now, if you're in a primary company, you might want to put, for instance, if you're me, David Dettmann at Marketing Survival Skills, or picture number 7 or whatever, or JPEG 7. Now, if you go in and have a look at me, it's kind of freaky when you type your own name in. There's another guy named David Dettmann out there who does a lot of photography. Alright, and in Google searches, I'm always checking what I'm coming at and analysing. But you can clearly see I'm pretty much dominating Google images. And I haven't really tried to dominate under my name. And you'll see here, this is from a site called 12people.com. I haven't been there. We might have a look at that. I mean, this site's ranked on Alexa, if you look at the bottom of my toolbar here, at 2,327. Alright. Now, this doesn't seem to be loading. Well, it's slowly loading. Maybe it's because we're on the webinar. This is a site I might actually have a look at, because Looks like it's got, you know, all the social media sites. But anyway, in a nutshell, you know, that's a site which obviously has some anchorage on the internet, and I'm coming up under it. And this is a screenshot from one of my webinars, and it's come from FriendFeed. And you can see this one is Booking Your Mindset by David Dettmann. So videos play a high impact on images as well. That one was Facebook. Let's scroll down a bit. Facebook, MySpace, whatever that one is, I can't see because I've got the webinar software up. But you get the general idea. So what I would recommend doing every time you put a picture out there is targeting yourself and a keyword. So as you can see, as we covered the company, so it went through and, you know, picked out people who had keyworded it to the companies. And it's not that hard to get on here. And one of the ways you can do this fairly simply is if you go to photos, for instance, on Facebook. It is my profile picture photos, but I've also got other albums here, like the Social Network Toolbar album. It's the one we were trying to find on Tuesday's webinar and couldn't find it. But you can see the pictures I've put in here, and there's not a lot. There is a training on how to do these pictures too, by the way. You'll find it either on the toolbar after this weekend, or you can go to the YouTube channel. You can get it on the toolbar. Cool things about this plugin for the toolbar is before I announce videos which are out there, you can just go through and just mute it. But you can go through and grab the latest ones I've uploaded. Like this is how to do the custom effects, and I haven't even put it anywhere yet. But that was the last video uploaded, so that's the one which is here. You can access things through the playlists as well. So if you want to learn how to make these photos, you're welcome to go in there and have a look. That was last Tuesday's webinar. Okay, so one of the ways to get started in ranking, I would start up a file in Facebook. You could call the file, for instance, say you're going targeting marketing survival skills. You could call the file David Dettmann with marketing survival skills and whack it on Facebook. And I'll guarantee you, if you put up a whole lot of pictures like this or different pictures of yourself and just name them slightly different, you'll be you'll get into the Google rankings real quick with the pictures. And then if you're posting them on blogs and other social network sites, you'll get into the rankings. As you saw, there was various sites I was on for my pictures. But this is a good way to get started. Recently, I did this one. This is 157 photos. Alright, I have various reasons why I did so many. But if we type into images again, now this was only put on last weekend. So if I search social network toolbar, already got the search there, so I don't know why I didn't use that. It'll be interesting to see what comes up within 7 days. Okay, it really hasn't hit it yet in 7 days. I'll tell you what has hit it. It's a download screenshot I did. Okay. Logo. Another sample of the logo. Now, isn't this interesting? I've been posting as part of my daily method of operation to classified ads, to free classified ads, manually. I only do about 10 a day, and I struggle to do that sometimes. But the images are coming from classified ads. There's a video again. But these ones here, and I haven't started using those new images. But these images are probably under a month old. Here you go, here's one from Facebook probably. Okay, because that's one on one of the Facebook groups. They actually changed that. But you imagine within a week or two I'll be dominating these pictures with all those pictures I've got up when I start using them on various blogs and that sort of thing. So is there any questions about photos? Let's say we've got a fairly small group. So here's your opportunity to ask any questions. You can ask about toolbar, you can ask about marketing survival skills. I know there's a lot of questions going through the rooms during the week. And what we're trying to do is get a lot of people to come in here and ask questions. Simply because, you know, it's time consuming for people to continuously answer questions in the rooms. I mean, we're happy to do it, but you know, if people can ask the questions when there's time set aside, it's really good. Okay, no questions. Right, how are people going getting people to Facebook to add them? This is something I'm probably going to cover on the Tuesday webinar, but I'll just give you a sneak peek of what I am doing. So I'm just looking at another screen at the same time. What I'm going to teach you guys to do is, if I go to home, I suppose, I'm forever getting friends requests. Right, this is since I've been asleep. I've had 2. And one of the things which I'm getting on friend requests is simply I'm using Twitter to get friend requests. I don't go after people. People come after me. And all I do is use a program which you guys probably know. There's 2 programs I use to do this. One is Ping Social Oomph, where in Social Oomph I have a direct message. This is the Social Oomph site. Let's go quickly, and I will cover this more detail on Tuesdays, but I'll show you the direct message. Okay, this is free to do this on this site. This is a paid site, but to do what I'm doing, it's free. All I have is a very simple message, and you can change this up and rotate it. But hey, I'd love to chat with you on Facebook. As simple as that with my Facebook link. and that is getting me, I don't know, 3 or 4 people a day. And so I was just looking at another screen. Yeah, this is getting 3 or 4 people a day at the moment. So just using this method, and people actually come across to me and say, yeah, I got your message on Twitter. It automates the message to Twitter continuously when anyone ever signs up. Now, how I get people to join my Twitter is I go to, on the toolbar, the Twins site. Is there anyone here who doesn't know about the Twins site? I have covered it a lot. It's a really cool way to get followers on Twitter now, and video views as well. I just go in and I just add people. People add you back. Now you don't want to do too much adding. Alright. See, someone just followed me there. Alright. And the other way you can do it, which is a really cool way to do it, is you can actually watch videos. Okay, if you watch these videos, you get seeds and people can add you to Twitter. And you can get quite a few ads a day doing it this way, because watching videos is not really violating. You can sort of go through and just watch as many videos as you want. And in return, you can get people to either watch your videos or join you on Twitter. I use both services. So if we look at the settings, so I've got 3 videos running at the moment for the social network toolbar. And they're the amount of views they've been getting since they've been on there. That's okay, Kath. Okay, so if we go back to here, you can see with Twitter settings, now a lot of people just add you on Twitter if you don't add them back. I don't add a lot of people back, but my Twitter is in a good balance at the moment. If I open the Twitter icon, when I started using this program, I was in the total reverse. Alright. I had, I was 15 or 1,400 followers. I was following 2,000. Now I've got 2,045 people following, I'm following, and then I've got 3,185 people following me. So my balance is good. And one thing I like about this site too, just take that window down, is you can check out your standings. Now they're changing this around a little bit too. Go back to here. but the plus button, try that out on your Twitter, and it will tell you, mine hasn't changed. There's a few things I need to do here to sort of get it higher. It sort of shows you your standings with Twitter. Alright, so using those methods, just to recap, that's how you can get people to Facebook. Generally what I do is, when I'm working on something which doesn't take a lot of effort, I have 2 computers on my desk, and I just sometimes watch the YouTube videos to get people to join me on Twitter or to watch my videos. You don't have to have people watching videos of yours. You can just set it up for Twitter and have YouTube as the way to get Twitter friends. And then with the direct message, which I put on, which I showed previously, using the social oomph, that then sends them to Facebook, and then you get the result of people adding you on Facebook. And the beauty about this is too, even with YouTube, you can go in and you can target people with common interests, okay, and watch their videos. Now, you might learn something along the way. I know I've learned a few videos I've let roll on and got ideas from. So you got that, you've got the same country. For some people that's not really that important, but I quite often watch videos from my country. So you can actually look at things which interest you and at the same time build your list. And then when you get to Facebook and you get to the situation of having friend requests, the next move you want to do is you want to add, when you add people, what I usually do is I either send them a greeting message. I mean, this is pretty much the sort of message you want to send. I wouldn't put fellow marketer, but you want to sort of say, hi, thanks for becoming a friend. Just keep it simple. Or alternative thing you can do, so just open another tab. So go to, if you've got a YouTube video, Mike's spoken about this before, having a welcome video. Find mine. It is. Thanks for being a Facebook friend. It's a very short, simple video. I don't promote this video in any other way than this. I don't have it on Twins or anything, or on any of my pages. This is just something I put out to new people on Facebook. So what I do is I'll add this person. And I'll open in a new tab. Okay, I'll message them. And sometimes the message comes up in the chat, which annoys me a little bit, because when you want to do videos, okay, this person's seen me in one of the groups. So I'll just send them my video. At all the Facebook changes, I actually like the fact which Facebook keeps a track of conversations now. Sometimes it's worth typing a bit of a message there too, but I've already sort of done it in the video where it says thank you for being a Facebook friend and I would love to see your blog. Now I have my page about myself with a few more details if they want to go through to that. So that's sort of the process, because I hear a lot of people saying, well, how do you get friends in, in the industry of marketing on Facebook? And pretty much I'll cover this more, like I say, on the Tuesday webinar. But it's a process of targeting people, getting them to add you, and all I've had is someone add me on Twitter using those methods, then add me on Facebook, and now I've got somewhere to start, communicating with those people. I share a video, which is a generic video, to everyone. It'd be even more impressive if you actually did a video to each person or did a video email message type thing. But from the process of seeing me on the Twin site to signing up to my Twitter, then to my Facebook, where there's direct contact. So, I mean, that's a very powerful way. Those people have taken, to get to this stage, they've taken 2 steps to sign up to things to me, just to talk to me. So it's something you definitely want to consider, using the Twin site, using the Social Oomph site, and sending out that direct message, and then following up on here, either with a video or just, hi, how are you? Thanks for joining me. If you know where they've come from, thanks for joining me from Twitter or whatever. So has anyone got any questions on that process? Okay, no questions. Okay, I'll just give you guys the video link on making the photos, because we covered that earlier and someone asked what the link was, so I'll just put that in. Okay, that's last Tuesday's. You are getting friends to like on Facebook from Twins. Absolutely. And I'll show you, pretty much you weren't here for the start of it, Kath. But the process is a little bit different. I'm not getting people to like pages. I'm getting people just to come across and join me via Twitter, then add me as a friend on Facebook. Now you could do this with the liking page. I'll just go in. I'm getting about 3 to 5 people a day through this process, asking to add me. The toolbar. And I also, when you're posting groups too, I'm getting people adding me from groups, making a connection. But I don't think I've added anyone on Facebook unless it's been someone directly has asked me to add them. See, there's no Facebook integration with this site anymore. I mean, the whole reason why this happened, which is sad to say, is the abuse rate which was going on with Facebook liking pages and automated softwares. I mean, as some people would know, that concerned me, and I'm talking the general public. People were just continuously, going through and liking pages, and Facebook just jumped on it real quick. And Twins decided to, just dump Facebook simply because they couldn't work with them. I mean, that might change in the future. But this is a very good way to simply just go in and add people with your interests. And you don't have to sit here adding people. That's the thing. Like, I don't recommend you sit here and add 100 people in a day type thing. Go and watch some videos. All you got to do is sign up your YouTube account. You don't even have to have a YouTube video on here to do that. And watch videos. I mean, if you've got an extra computer or something like that where you can watch videos, or I just go through and watch videos with common interests, and I get people adding me on Twitter. I mean, I also like people to watch my videos too, because that helps. But you don't have to do it that way. I do a combination of them. But pretty much the process goes from people adding you on Twitter. And look, with Twitter too, and I'm a bit slack on this, and it's really easy with the toolbar now. But I mean, I've got 3 messages on here. Thank you for following me. Thanks for following me. I just followed you back. Yeah, but I get more personal ones on here too. And a lot of people are doing the same thing. I mean, some people, just abusing it by putting their business in, which just turns people off. But I'd keep an eye on these. But pretty much people, follow you back. And look, not everyone reads these direct messages. But I notice every time I post to Twitter now, even if it's just post about the social network toolbar, I get people joining up. So, I mean, there is power in Twitter. I mean, I wouldn't say my list is any huge list or anything. But the method is working, and that's the main point. So next Tuesday, at this stage, I will do a step-by-step webinar on how to do it. So for those people who have followed basic steps, which I've done, you can sort of work it out. Or you can go to the YouTube channel and find a lot of the videos. You can just go in this way if you want. When it brings it up, it just brings up the latest videos. You can go by playlist, which is the best way to do it. I think that's muted it. Oh, there are videos in here somewhere. I did a four-part Twitter series on setting up things, so that video series is probably worth watching, because that'll help you with it. Here they are here. That'll certainly help you with the Twitter part. Alright, so is there any other questions? We sort of covered a few different things tonight. Just trying to think what else to cover. Oh, there was one other thing I quickly wanted to cover too, which someone asked me about. In tools, there's this site called Cool Text. So if we go to one of these ones, while we're loading that, I'll show you how I did this. Okay, mute. You see this text here now coming up. Okay, that text was done with this site. Shut that down. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice after doing all the videos last night. It's very simple. For instance, you could just put in some of them. It matters whether you put a capital or not. Others it doesn't. How cool is that? Now you could do a lot of different things with this. I'm on the orange juice at the moment. I've only had 4 hours sleep. Okay. So I mean, you can change. There's heaps of fonts, heaps of colours. You can do buttons as well. I mean, the toolbar buttons were done with this software. Started with that. This is another cool side on the toolbar. If you're doing a blog or something like that and you just want to jazz up some text, there's all these different types. I recommend, if you're using a certain font in here, I recommend you write down what you're using. When you come back and you want to modify something or do a similar one, I had this problem with the toolbar, try to find it again, or remembering which one I did. I've been using this site for years. For instance, if you did that one, this, okay, it doesn't look too good, but I'm doing an example here. You can change the shape. You can have mouse over effects. There's all different things you can do. How thick the border is, huge. Colour of the border. Bold it. Okay, so you can have a mouse over situation too, but that's the original image, and you don't have to click download, you can just go save image. We can use the code to do the mouse over. So that is cool text. It's a very quick site to do various things with. So pretty much that covers our questions and answers webinars. We didn't have a lot of people on the room. I've sort of just covered a few things people have been asking me about. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. If there's any quick questions, just let me know now, or any feedback. I'll let you guys go. Actually, Kath, I did record it. Sort of figured there's so many webinars on at the moment where people just can't attend. You know, a lot of people watching my recordings on the webinars, so I just figure even with small webinars like this, I will start recording them and put them on YouTube, because I know people are very busy, and we're just, like I say, there's a lot of people watched last Tuesday's since I put that one on, so we couldn't attend. Alright, well, I'll talk to you guys later. Once again, have a great weekend, and bye for now.
Before you can leave, you must choose. Are you sure you want to end the